So one of the most important pieces of gear when doing music photography is without a doubt hearing protection. When I first started doing music photography, I just used like basic hearing protection that you could get from any hardware store, like the foam little inserts, and that was okay, but it's not great. And then I quickly invested in a hearing protection brand that is like stylish and protects high frequencies so you can still hear like decent quality audio while still protecting your hearing. And for that, I went with loops. So I used loops for the first about 2.5 years of my career as a music photographer. And these are great. As you can see, it's just like this little standard little carrying case. There's a little hole here for a silicone band that you can use it to attach to things. I kept it on my keys. The band broke, so now it's like this. This is my third pair of loops. They have many different kinds. This kind that I have right here is just these are silicone. These are fully silicone. These are meant for like sleeping. They're not really meant for concerts, but you could use them for concerts. They just don't have as much as the high frequency because they're meant for sleeping. These ones in particular are meant to just like fit in your ear comfortably and block out a decent amount of noise, not really protect your high frequencies and all that. But I use them because I lost my other two pairs. Why did I lose my other two pairs? Because this case is super cheap. The little band always kept breaking. This, like I said, this is my third case. The band broke on every case, every single case. The loops have been great. The hearing protection themselves has been awesome. I did kind of have some issues with my last pair that were meant for music photography, but I think that's a user issue. I don't think it's the loops, but the loops have been fantastic. But here's the thing. I get so many ads for hearing protection because I work in music. So I get ads for loops, I get ads for hears, I get ads for Unplugs, and like 3 other brands I've never heard of. I get ads for Eargasm, all the stuff, right? So I went on a Temu kick and I bought some hearing protection from Temu because they're super cheap. So let's start with these because and I tested all of these out while I was at a show. So you'll notice immediately that with both of these off-brand ones, all these cases are the same. Every single one of these cases are the same. Now, this one is built a little bit better. This one's quality feels similar to this one. This one is very cheap. This one is so cheap, and it's the same one as this one. Broke immediately, but as you can see, this is like the little elastic band that is on like this case as well. These break super easy, but this case feels very similar to this one. It's like the same type of plastic. It just doesn't have the logo on it. Same type of band. And the only difference for this one is it actually has an insert for the hearing protection in these. Now I tried out this hearing protection. It did it is very comfortable. This one is very soft, very lightweight. It did work decently, but I could tell that the dB that this one blocks is not as much as the other ones. And then these are like a straight loops or hears knockoff. These ones feel very, very cheap. This is very similar to the pair of loops that I had for like the backing. This was the same color, same everything, and they're designed almost the exact same way as loops, and I imagine hears as well. Like this, it looks bad, it feels cheap. Now granted, I only paid like $3 for these, but compared to this, I think this pair is like $17. I don't really remember how much I paid for these, but I paid like $3 for these. But here's the thing, these Temu ones, noise canceled the same or better than loops while keeping the high frequency, but they just feel like bad. They feel bad, but they work just as well. So I don't know. I don't know what that says about hearing protection, but I don't know. I wouldn't use these even still just because they feel so bad. So let's move on from the Temu stuff here because I have engaged in capitalism and I was like, you know what? I want to get a new pair of hearing protection because I lost my concert loops and I've been using these sleep ones, which I love. They're still great. But I got a pair of Unplugs. So I said, screw it. I bought into the hype. And this was like $65 for the entire kit. So significantly more than the loops. However, loops now have the adjustable hearing thing and a new like magnetic cord, same as these. And they're probably around the same price. So I don't know. All I know is I bought these. So these feel great. So a couple of things you'll notice right off rip. These are so much on a different level. Like they might be slightly more expensive than loops, but like you can notice the quality immediately. This case is infinitely better. It is wildly better. It is so much of an improvement from this case. And not to say that this is bad because it's been knocked off by Temu. This is just okay, but it doesn't feel like a quality product, whereas this feels like a quality product. This feels exactly like an AirPods case. Like, listen to that. That's quality. That's magnetically held shut, by the way. Where this is just like, it has to clip on a piece of plastic, and you just have to hope that this piece of plastic here just never breaks. This is magnetically held shut. It's built like an AirPods case. It has this, I think this is still a silicone band, but like if you compare this band, to this band, it's so much thicker, so it'll probably last much longer. It feels tough, like it's hard to stretch. And then on top of that, instead of just being a silicone band that can break, it's got this metal O-ring here. That's awesome. So that's an incredible improvement. And then the hearing protection themselves. I got the iridescent ones because I like to invest in my stuff. But, you know, nice little case. Has your model number and serial number and all that stuff on the inside of the case. Great little case. So then here's the hearing protection itself. It's very small. It's like Galaxy Buds kind of. And if you want to see the size comparison to the loops, that's the size comparison there. So pretty close in size. I put the larger ear cup on mine. So if you're like, wow, that looks really big, it's because I changed this out. So on the Unplugs, you know, you got the little press feature. I don't even think you can hear the click. And when that's in your ear, it's, you know, it's amazing. Like these fit so well in your ears, and like the clicking feature is not loud in your ears. And it's so nice to be able to just unplug the hearing protection and be able to hear things around you without having to take your hearing protection out. That's been so nice. And the hearing protection that these do is the same level as these. So I don't know, it's just like it's so incredibly nice. Plus on top of all of that, the Unplugs come with these little, I don't know what they call them. I'm just going to call it like a wing. But you just slide the little wing on there, and then that helps anchor it in your ear if for some reason you're a freak and your hearing protection falls out of your ears all the time. This like hooks into your ear and it'll stay in your ear. So if you're headbanging or going hard, this will help keep this in your ear and keep it from like falling out. I don't use it. I don't find a need for it, but if you want it, it's there. And then lastly is this little lanyard. This is a silicone lanyard, so it is very stretchy, and the end pieces on it are magnetic. So this allows you to have your hearing protection on here, just let it drape down across your neck, lay on your chest, and you can have it clipped together so it won't go anywhere, it won't fall off. It's now essentially like a necklace. I don't find this useful. It's maybe useful for some people. It's not useful for me because I carry the case with me everywhere I go. So if I'm taking the hearing protection out, it immediately goes back in the case. And I don't know why I would take it out if I'm just gonna wear it the whole time, unplug it so I can talk to people around me. And then when I'm done for the night, I just take them out, put them back in the case. That's how I do it. I don't see a need for this. If you have this on your hearing protection, then you can't put this entire thing in the case. The case becomes obsolete. It doesn't, I don't know. It's like you get to choose one or the other. You either get the lanyard or you get the case. Don't really get to use both. So I chose the case. Lanyard's cool, but I don't see an instance where I have these in my ears and then I'm like, all right, let me take my hearing protection off, put it together, and then, you know, just let it dangle there. Like, why is it dangling there? Like, I don't know. The only use case I see for this is if like, maybe if you are a festival goer, right? If you're going to like a 3-day festival, then I could see having these on here, because then you're gonna put them in, you're gonna be at the stage all day or night or whatever, and then, you know, maybe you're taking a break midday and you're like, you know what, I just want to go hang out, so take these out, let them rest. They're there, they'll be there later. That's the only use case. Other than that, I don't see a use case for this, but I don't know. It's there if you want it. It's nice. It's a nice quality material. If you want it, it's cool. It's not for me, but everything else I absolutely love. And yeah, Unplugs are sick. I am ditching my loops. These Temu ones, whatever, I will probably just throw them in the bag as like a worst case scenario. Someone needs hearing protection or whatever. But yeah, my new hearing protection is now Unplugs. So, and I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by Unplugs at all, to tell you that. But yeah, as someone who's worked in the concert and festival scene for the last 4 years, it's vital you protect your hearing, and for now on, Unplugs will be protecting mine. And it feels like a great product. It feels awesome, feels cool. It feels like it's actually quality and they've invested in their equipment, unlike loops. And definitely not like this Temu knockoff stuff. I have no idea about Hears, but Hears just looks like a Loops clone. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unplugs, if you wanna sponsor me, I'm down. I'm leaving the Loops and Hears game behind, and I never even gave Eargasm a shot, so I have no clue, but Eargasm looks super bulky to me. I think this is the play, and that's my opinion. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe. I'll do more gear reviews soon. All right, bye.